صلوات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. فاتحة.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. صدق الله العلي العظيم. الفاتحة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام بنت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله قال: سمعت فاطمة أنها قالت: دخل علي أبي رسول الله في بعض الأيام فقال: السلام عليك يا فاطمة. فقلت: عليك السلام. قال: إني أجد في بدني ضعفا. فقلت له: أعيذك بالله يا أبتاه من الضعف. فقال: يا فاطمة ائتيني بالكساء اليماني فغطيني به. فأتيته بالكساء اليماني فغطيته به وصرت أنظر إليه وإذا وجهه يتلألأ كأنه البدر في ليلة تمامه وكماله. فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسن قد أقبل وقال: السلام عليك يا أماه. فقلت: عليك السلام يا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. فقال: يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله. فقلت: نعم، إن جدك تحت الكساء. فأقبل الحسن نحو الكساء وقال: السلام عليك يا جداه يا رسول الله. أتأذن لي أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء؟ فقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا صاحب حوضي، قد أذنت لك. فدخل معه تحت الكساء، فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسين قد أقبل وقال السلام عليك يا أماه. فقلت وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. فقال لي يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله. فقلت نعم إن جدك وأخاك تحت الكساء. فدنا الحسين نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا جداه، السلام عليك يا من اختاره الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكما تحت الكساء؟ فقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا شافع أمتي، قد أذنت لك. فدخل معهما تحت الكساء، فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. فقلت وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين. فقال يا فاطمة إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة أخي وابن عمي رسول الله. فقلت نعم، ها هو مع ولديك تحت الكساء. فأقبل علي نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ قال له عليك السلام يا أخي ويا وصي وخليفتي وصاحب لوائي، قد أذنت لك. فدخل علي تحت الكساء، ثم أتيت نحو الكساء وقلت السلام عليك يا أبتاه يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ قال وعليك السلام يا بنتي ويا بضعتي، قد أذنت لك. فدخلت تحت الكساء. فلما اكتملنا جميعا تحت الكساء أخذ أبي رسول الله بطرف الكساء وأومأ بيده اليمنى إلى السماء وقال اللهم إن هؤلاء أهل بيتي وخاصتي وحامتي، لحمهم لحمي ودمهم دمي، يؤلمني ما يؤلمهم ويحزنني ما يحزنهم. أنا حرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن سالمهم وعدو لمن عاداهم ومحب لمن أحبهم. إنهم مني وأنا منهم، فاجعل صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك علي وعليهم، وأذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. فقال الله عز وجل: يا ملائكتي ويا سكان سماواتي، إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال الأمين جبرائيل: يا ربي ومن تحت الكساء؟ فقال عز وجل: النبوة ومعزن الرسالة هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. فقال جبرائيل: يا ربي أتأذن لي أن أهبط إلى الأرض ليكون معهم سادسا؟ فقال الله: نعم قد أذنت لك. فهبت الأمين جبرائيل وقال: السلام عليك يا رسول الله. العلي الأعلى يقرئك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك: وعزتي وجلالي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم، وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم، فهل تأذنوا لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله وعليك السلام: يا أمين وحي الله، إنه نعم قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء. فقال لأبي: إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقول: إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد. فقال علي لأبي: يا رسول الله، أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي: والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض، وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا، إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفت بهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي: إذا والله فزنا وفازوا شيعتنا ورب الكعبة. فقال أبي: رسول الله يا علي، والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض، وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا، وفيهم مهموم إلا وفرج الله هما، ولا مغموم إلا وكشف الله غما، ولا طالب حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجته. فقال علي: إذا والله فزنا وسعدنا، وكذلك شيعتنا فازوا وسعدوا في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة. كعبا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. إلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات. سورة المباركة الفاتحة. بسم الله.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum jamia wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, Kushali Mubarak to you all, and the boys and the youth and all of our Mu'mineen. Bar Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad salawat. Mu'mineen, today's Milad Majlis is by the family of Marum Al-Haj Ramzan Ali Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji for the Saleh Sawab of Marum Muhammad Ali Bhai Walji, Marum Ramzan Ali Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji, Maruma Shirin Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji, Maruma Maryam Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji, Marum Ali Bhai Bhimji, Maruma Kulsum Bhai Bhimji, Maruma Salma Bhai Walji and Kul Marumins. Majlis Bhai Marzia Bhai Hassan Ali Muhammad Ali Jesa Damani for the Saleh Sawab of Al-Haj Marum Hassan Ali Muhammad Ali Jesa Damani, Marumins of Jesa Damani and Kul Marumins. You humbly requested to recite Surah Fatiha for Kul Marumins Al-Fatiha. Bismillah. Mu'mineen, on this joyous and auspicious occasion of the Wiladat of Hazrat Abul Abbas, we are very honored to have Sheikh Mohammed Nuru Sahib will deliver the Majlis. Let's all welcome with our loudest Nare Salawat.
Nare Takbir, Nare Risala.
You're on now. You're on.
Pani. Ala Muhammad. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. صل على محمد وعلى محمد. طب القلوب ودوائها ونور أبصارها، وعلى أهل بيته الذين ذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. For the love of Abul Fadl al-Abbas, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. For the hastening of the reappearance of our beloved, the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Once again, mu'mineen and mu'minat, lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, we thank Almighty Allah for gracing us with this wonderful moment to celebrate the life of Abul Fadl al-Abbas, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Felicitations goes to the Imam of our time. And secondly, felicitation to our great scholars, our marajih, And thirdly, to each and every one of you, lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt. Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, we gathered tonight to celebrate the life of this great personality, the wise commander of Karbala, the esteemed brother of Imam al-Husayn, the quencher of the thirsty, and the flag bearer of Karbala. The topic I seek to discuss tonight briefly is to look at ways and means of appreciating the life of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Our examination of tonight will be of the following two stages. The first stage, we'll look at Sayyidi wa Mawlai Abul Fadl al-Abbas in the words of Ahlul Bayt. How did Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam celebrate and chant the praises of this great personality? And then the last stage of our examination tonight, we'll look at the stages that Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam had to go through to achieve perfection. At the end of the day, my dear brothers and sisters, lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, we revere Ahlul Bayt, salamullah alayhim ajma'in, not just for the sake of revering them, but we do so in order to attain perfection. We all created by this great, merciful, and beloved Lord with one purpose. And the purpose is perfection. So tonight, Allah Azza wa Jal, out of His love for us, presented us with another wonderful opportunity to enhance our journeys towards perfection. So first stage of the examination, to appreciate the life of this great personality, let us remind ourselves of what our beloved infallibles said about Abul Fadl al-Abbas. So kindly pay attention. It's a reminder, first and foremost, for myself and to each and every one of us. And the reason as to why I'm going to mention this is to say to myself humbly and to each and every one of you humbly, that if we're not celebrating this great personality the way he deserves, here are the teachings of Ahlul Bayt on how to take celebrating the life of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam to the next level. The first Imam I would like to draw our attention to is our beloved Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi. This great Imam, in a very known ziyarah to most of us here, celebrates Abul Fadl al-Abbas, where he says, Assalamu alayka ayyuha al-abdu salih, al-muti'u lillahi wa li rasulihi wa li amir al-mu'minin wa lil Hasan wal Husayn. That's the first line. Salutations unto you, O the true servant of Allah, who was obedient to the Holy Prophet, to Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, and to Hasanain. Then look at the next line. Imam Ja'far alayhi salam celebrating the life of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Ashhadu annaka madayta ala ma mada alayhi al-badriyun. I bear witness that you, Abul Fadl al-Abbas, you told the line which the people or the companions of Badr taught. Al-Mujahiduna fi sabilillah. Here Imam explains to us who are those Ashabul Badr. They are those who strove and determined in the way of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Then if you go further, you realize that Imam is saying, Al-Mubaliguna fi nusrati awliya'eh. These people of Badr, they were those who reached the highest peak of assisting the true lovers of Allah. This Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, celebrating Abul Fadl al-Abbas, recognizing the efforts and the determinations of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Now come to Sayyidu Sajidin. He also celebrated Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Rahimallahu ammi al-Abbas. فلقد آثر وأبلى وفدى أخاه بنفسه. Imam al-Abdin beautifully mentioned, may Allah shower His mercy on my uncle Abbas. He are Ma'sumin. And we believe, as Allah celebrated the Holy Prophet, that la yantiku anil hawa, likewise our Ma'sumin, la yantikuna anil hawa. Whatever they said, rest assured, sanctioned by Allah. Sayyidu Sajidin made dua, Allah shower your mercy on my uncle. Why? فَلَقَدْ آثَرَ. Look at the Arabic. Indeed, he preferred his brother over himself. وَأَبْلَى. Indeed, he religiously gave everything. وَفَدَى أَخَاهُ بِنَفْسِهِ. And he sacrificed himself for the sake of his brother, Abbas. But if you go further, just look at what Imam al-Abdin said beautifully. After saying that, in the course of sacrificing himself for the sake of his beloved brother, his two arms were chopped off. And Allah replaced the two arms with the wings of the angels. And Abbas flew to heaven, like the way Allah did in the case of Ja'far al-Tayyar. But the end, Sayyid Sa'din said, Inna lil Abbas manzilatan عند الله تبارك وتعالى يقبضه جميع الشهداء يوم القيامة. Beautifully, wallahi. Imam al-Abdi said, indeed, Abbas is of a status in the sight of Allah. All the martyrs will envy the status of Abbas on the day of Qiyamah. You know the status of a martyr. We don't need to labor the point on this. When the Holy Prophet said, فَوْكَ كُلِّ بِرٍّ بِرًّا حَتَّى يُقْتَلُ رَجُلٌ شَهِيدًا. He said, above every goodness, in the sight of Allah, you will come across another goodness which is higher than that, until a person is martyr in the way of Allah. Meaning what? To attain the position of a martyrdom is the highest position. Here, Sayyid Sa'din is saying, all those who attained the position of a martyrdom on the day of Qiyamah, they will envy the status of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. You know what is martyrdom? إقلاع حب الدنيا من القلب. Martyrdom simply means what? The removal of the attachment to this world from one's heart. That's the essence of martyrdom. Now, you read Ziyaratul Nahiya al-Muqaddasa. Our own beloved Imam, the 12th Imam, Ruhi, wa arwahu al-alamin li turabi maqdam al-fida. Beautifully said, Assalamu ala Abil Fadl al-Abbas ibn Amir al-Mu'minin. المواسي أخاه بنفسه الآخذ لقده من أمسه. Read these treasures from Ahl al-Bayt, Ikhwani wa Izah, my brothers and sisters. Imam Zaman said, salutations and to Abul Fadl Abbas, the son of Amir al-Mu'mineen. But he said, the one al-Muwasi. You know what is Muwasi? Somebody who consoled someone by giving his life. فَنِعِمَ الْأَخُ الْمُوَاسِي. Which ziyarah is that? Who can tell me? Ziyarah? Which ziyarah we recite every Thursday? فَنِعِمَ الْأَخُ الْمُوَاسِي. Which one? Ahsantum. Say it jaldi jaldi. فَنِعِمَ الْأَخُ الْمُوَاسِي. An excellent, a brother who is self-sacrificing for the sake of his brother. So Imam Zaman saying his salutations to this great Imam, or this great leader rather, Abul Fadl Abbas, saying that someone who consoled his brother by giving his life. But then he said, Al-akhizu lighadihi min amse. The one, referring to Abbas alayhi salam, who prepared for his tomorrow by taking lesson from his yesterday. Amir al-Mu'mineen. Look at Imam Ali, what he said about his beloved son. He said, Zukkal ilma zakka. If you read another way with your Arabic, it's Zukkal ilmu. But Zukkal ilma is also right. Majhul. Zukkal with Z, not Dhal. Because Dhal is to taste. This Zukka. Meaning what? Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen describing his son. He was fed knowledge like a chick fed. Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen described his beloved son. Aba Abdullah al-Husaini, you know very well. Binafsi ant. He said to Abul Fadl Abbas, Binafsi ant. May my soul be sacrificed for you, O Abbas. And know that long line. When Sayyid al-Shuhada saw Abbas on the ground, what did he say? Akhi, ya Nura aini ya shaqiqi. Oh, my beloved brother, the light of my eye, or if you can say the comfort of my eye. Then he said, my dear sibling, Fali, kad kunta karrukn al-wafiqi. To me, Hussein, you Abbas, you were the trusted pillar of strength. Read these lines to appreciate Abbas salamullah alayh, and to appreciate his unbelievable contributions to the growth not only of our madhab, but to the growth of Islam. If you go further lines, you'll hear Imam Hussein say, Aya kamara munira kunta awni. Said, oh, the radiant moon, you were my supporter. فَبَعْدَكَ لَا تُتِيبُ لَنَا حَيَاتًا. After you, life will never be pleasant anymore. So these are Ahl al-Bayt celebrating this great personality. Now let's come to the last stage of our examination. And kindly pay attention to these brothers and sisters. There are so many lessons all of us can take on board. Most especially, we are in this holy month of Sha'ban. As we prepare ourselves to welcome the holy month of Ramadan, what better way to do so practically than looking at the lives of personalities like Abul Fadl al-Abbas and extract these unbelievable lessons. As I mentioned earlier on, each and every one of us is created for perfection, Kamal. Question, what is Kamal? What is perfection? There are different definitions, but there's one I find appealing to me. That perfection simply means transition from a stage of potential to a stage of action. Meaning each and every one of us, regardless of how you look at yourself, you've got unbelievable potential to gain Allah's proximity. Failing to do so, it is not the cause of the giver, but it is the cause of the receiver. Because Allah Azza wa Jal Every single minute or second he gives. But do I know how to receive from Allah? That is the question. So Abul Fadl Abbas Salamullah alayh, he strove, he determined to reach highest heights in the spirituality, or in the realm of spirituality, if you like, within the domain of Islam. Amir al-Mu'minin taught us, your souls are created for one thing. What's that thing? To return to Allah. Here, return to Allah doesn't mean just dying and departing from this world. Returning to Allah is making Allah your neighbor. What does it mean to make Allah your neighbor? To feel the presence of Allah wherever you may be. That's the perfection I and you need to strive. Today, one of the biggest challenges we are all faced with is spirituality, spiritual development. It's not that we're not praying. No, we're praying. It's not that we are not attending prayer. We do so. But how many of us are translating the prayers, the information, the knowledge, the attendance of the programs into action? Anyone who is able to translate all this into action, that person slowly but surely will get to perfection. Sayyidi wa Mawlai, our beloved master, Abbas Salamullah alayh, reached highest height in the realm of spirituality. Not only that, he was able to make sense of his surroundings and beyond, and capitalized on the blessings showered on him by Allah through the following stages. Let's look at the stages one after the other. Please, I beg you. I cannot overemphasize on the need for all of us to pay attention. The first stage is ikhlas. Sounds simple, isn't it? It's not simple. It's so easy for me sitting here. I begin with myself to lose my ikhlas. If you go to Quran, you will come across not less than 30 verses mentioning either the word ikhlas or the root of ikhlas. Typical example, look at Surah Yusuf. Allah beautifully mentioned, إِنَّهُ مِنْ عِبَادِنَا الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Indeed, Yusuf is of our sincere servant. Very important. Surah Yusuf, verse 24. Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam, he is celebrated by Ahl al-Bayt on a first level because of his sincerity. Are you sincere in what you do? Am I sincere? If you not praise, how do you feel? If people don't chant the work you do, how do you feel? Do you get worked up? Do you feel coming back? Or you feel no? The Holy Prophet said, الناس هلكا إلا العالمون والعالمون هلكا إلا العاملون والعاملون هلكا إلا المخلصون. Then he said, وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين له الدين. That all will perish save those who know. And he said, even those who know, all of them will perish. So don't get excited about knowledge. He said, they will all perish save those who abide by what I don't know. Today, only few who speak abide by what they know. Majority don't do. Then Prophet said, even those who abide by what they know, they will all perish, save those who do it with sincerity. You know Abbas. Wallah, you know Habibi. Can you imagine this moment when he embodied sincerity? He tried to carry the water, as you know, but they start chopping off the right arm. He could have given up. But what did he say? Wallahi in qata'tumu yamini inni uhami abadan and dini. He said, I swear by Allah, if you are to chop off my right arm, I will not relent until I defend my religion. If you go further, you'll come across a line where he said, Ya nafsi la takshi min al-kuffar wabshiri bi rahmatil jabbar. He said, oh my soul, don't be scared of these tyrants. Rejoice on account of the mercy of Jabbar. So the first level, Abbas taught us ikhlas. Whatever you do, my dear brothers and sisters, seek to do it for Allah. It's difficult. Because if you do it just for people, the same people who take you here, after a second, they will throw you there. If you do it only for people, they can give you 100 tasks. You will get 99 right. If you get 1 out of 99 wrong, they will use the 1 against the 99. That's human being. Innal insana la zalumun kaffar. Insan is forever unjust, forever ungrateful. But if you do it for Allah, the same insan who is ungrateful eventually will coming to you to be grateful. That's one. Let's go number 2. Stage. Abul Fadl Abbas teaches us sabr, patience. After ikhlas, it's patience. Check Surah Al-Nahl, and of course other verses, but Nahl 127. Allah says, "Wasbir wama sabaruka illa billah." Be patient, but your patience must be for Allah. Don't be patient for someone else. Your patience has to be for Allah. Why? Because I know with Allah there is light at the end of the tunnel. Today most of us lack patience, let alone emotional intelligence. Abul Fadl Abbas Salamullah alayh, he demonstrated patience. Indeed, is an epitome of patience or embodiment of patience. Look at some of his ziyarah. فَنِعْمَ الصَّابِرُ الْمُجَاهِدُ الْمُحَامِ النَّاصِرُ. You read this ziyarah every week, Thursday. An excellent, the patient. One ziyarah of Abul Fadl Abbas, what do we say? أشهد أنك جاهدت ونصحت وصبرت حتى أتاك اليقين. I bear witness that you strove in the way of Allah, you advised genuinely in the way of Allah, and you were patient, O Abbas, until certainty comes to you. Certainty here may mean death and something else. So on a second level, we learn patience from him. Let's go to the third level, mu'minin and mu'minat. The third level is what? Abbas Salamullah alayh, wallahi brothers and sisters, whatever he did, whatever he stood for, he did it only for ridallah, the pleasure of Allah. Rida, pleasure of Allah. And you know very well, mu'minin and mu'minat, he learnt this from his beloved mom, al-Banin al-Araba, when she said, أولادي ومن تحت الأضراء كلهم فداء للحسين. All my sons and whatever is on earth are sacrificed for Husayn. Hence, Abul Fadl al-Abbas, when he was invited by Abu Abdullah, he responded to the calling of Imam al-Husayn. He did not only respond to the calling of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam, he defended the children and the family of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. And some scholars will teach us, being pleased with Allah or pleasure are of 3 levels. The first level of pleasure is to be pleased that your Lord is Allah. Are you happy that God, Allah, is your Lord? That's the first level. Second level is to be pleased with the good days in your life. Third level is to be pleased with bad days in your life. Abbas alayhi salam taught us, oh my Shi'as, Be pleased with whatever circumstances you find yourself in. That's number 3. I hope you are counting this. Number 4 stage we learn from Abbas is martabatu shukr. The stage of gratefulness. Look at Quran, mu'minin and mu'minat. Allah makes it very clear. Sabah verse 13. وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنْ عِبَادِيَ الشُّكُورِ. Only few of my servants are grateful. True. I always tell people, if you want people to be grateful to you, it's a destination you will never reach. And the more you wait, the more your stress becomes more. But if you're waiting for Allah to be grateful, Allah is already grateful to you by giving you life and blessings in life. And there are 3 levels of gratefulness. Be grateful with your heart, and be grateful with your tongue, and be grateful with your body. How do I become grateful with my heart? To imagine the greatness of Allah. How do I become grateful with my tongue? To say shukr to Allah. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. But how do I become grateful with my body? Is to use this body in the way of Allah. Abbas demonstrated that in Karbala, isn't it? Even way before Karbala, in Siffin, he demonstrated that. But look at this line in Karbala. After they struck the arrow on his right eye, and he fell on the ground. For me, this is a demonstration of shukr. He called out the name of his beloved Master Husaini. When Husaini go to Abbas, what did he do? Ask yourself, what did he do? Karbala obviously is not only about mourning. It's about learning lessons also. There's intellectual side of Karbala. And there's emotional side of Karbala. And there's that social perspective of Karbala. Hussein sat next to Abbas, lifted the head of Abbas, placed it on his lap. Look at shukr demonstration from Abbas. Abbas moved his head from the lap of Hussein. To signify what? That Hussein, I've not even done enough. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the cause of Almighty Allah. So we learn shukr from Abbas. The next stage we learn from Abbas is truthfulness and trustworthiness. Are you truthful in your dealings? Do you rig? Are you double standard? Do you show face and hide face? Do you really love Abbas? Are you sure? Abbas was in double standard. He was truthful. If you look at Surah Muhammad, verse 21, Allah says about our beloved Prophet, فَإِذَا أَزَمَ الْعَمْرُ فَلَوْ صَدَقُوا اللَّهِ لَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُمْ. When he determined, had they been truthful to Allah, it would have been better for them. One has to be truthful with himself before you become truthful to someone else. Not when I deal with you, I'm not truthful with you. I play with your mind. Abbas salamullah alayhi said no, be truthful. And Imam Ja'far alayhi salam testified to the truthfulness of Abbas. Ashhadu laka bit-taslimi wat-tasdiqi wan-nasiha wal-wafa. Other one will say bit-taslimi wat-tasdiqi wal-wafa'i wan-nasiha li khalaf an-nabiy al-mursal. Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq said, Ya Abbas, I bear witness that you had taslim. You know what is taslim? Loosely translated, that Abbas, you wholeheartedly succumb to Allah. But if you give me the chance, let me explain this taslim, then we go to the truthfulness. You see, there are these 3 levels. You have tawakkul. You have rida. You have taslim. Question. What is tawakkul? Who can tell me what is tawakkul? Can anyone tell me from the gents here? What's tawakkul? Suchi. So solid. Smashing it, bro. Undoubted belief in Allah. So that's loosely translated tawakkul. I agree. But let's explain tawakkul. Tawakkul is what? I'm faced with mammoth task in my life, whatever the task might be. And I don't relent effort to resolve it. So I try every nook and cranny. Still, things are not budging. But I am trying my level best. After trying my level best, I leave it in the hand of Allah. Allah will decide. فَتَوَكَّلُوا إِن كُنتُم مُتَوَكِّلِينَ, Quran said that. Rely on Allah so long as you are worthy of relying on Allah. Some of us are not worthy of relying because we've not appreciated the essence of reliance on Allah. That's tawakkul. Tawakkul means what? I make the effort. I want it to happen. But you know what? It's beyond my control. That's tawakkul. Second one is rida, which we mentioned. Abul Fadl Abbas salamullah alayhi attained it. He learned it from his beloved mom and Imam al-Husayn. But what is rida? Who can tell me what is rida? Anyone? Come on, guys. What is rida? Suche Bayo. Good. Solid. Yeah, feel free. It's a night of Wiladat, but Mark is here to say alayhi chahane wa alayhi she is manate. Contentment, loosely translated. But if you go deeper, rida means what? I'm faced with the challenge. I've lost money. Marriage in trouble. Jamaat roller coaster. That's the challenge we get. Sheikh, the Jamaat, man, all grey hair. You face with the challenges. You know what is rida? When you activate it, Allah, I thank you for these challenges. I thank you. I'm happy. Fatima said, Alhamdulillah ala alaihi wa shukru ala na'maihi. When the Holy Prophet found her working so hard in the house, she did not complain. She said, I thank you. So that is rida. Last one is taslim. Imam Jafar salamullah alayhi said, Ashhadu laka bit taslim. That Abbas alayhi salam, I bear witness, you have taslim. You know what is taslim? Taslim is higher than tawakkul and rida. Taslim simply means, you know what? Allah, Baba, you gave the money. You've taken it away from me. What's the problem? I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to ask you to give it back to me. You've given it. You've taken it. So, no big deal. Life continues. But then Imam Jafar said, big tasdeeq. I bear witness that you, Abbas, you are truthful. Are we truthful to the Imam of our time? Because Abbas alayhi salam recognized the Imam of his time and is truthful to the Imam of his time. 15th of Sha'ban is on the way coming. To what extent? I'm going to enhance my truthfulness to the Imam of my time, taking cue and inspiration from Abbas salamullah alayhi. So that is tasdeeq. Last three, then we're done, inshallah. After tasdeeq is what? Ithar. Martabatul ithar. The stage of altruism. What is altruism? Who can tell me? Quickly. Mark. Selflessness. Ahsant. Solid. Selflessness. Surah Al-Hashr, verse 9. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصًا. They prefer others over themselves, even if it is painful to them. Are you able to do that? When last did you do that in your life? It's a rhetorical question. When last did you do that, Habibi? That you suffer the pain for the pleasure of someone else. Or I'm always selfish. It's me first before the other. So Abbas alayhi salam demonstrated unbelievable altruism. When he was supposed to drink the water. But he said, no, my nafs will not allow that. I rather take the water to those who are in need. That's altruism. The next one is futut, or shaja'a, if you like. Bravery. Abbas alayhi salam was very brave. He embraced every challenge and every difficulty to be proud of who he was. And here I invite one and all, most especially our youth. Wherever you may be proud of your religious identity. Be proud of who you are. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be afraid of. So long as you are a good person, a good citizen. Abul Fadl Abbas taught us that. And last but certainly not the least. Abbas said we should tell you. Don't play with two things in your life. Your daily prayers and the nawafil. Don't play with it. Why? Because you are who you are in the sight of Allah. When it comes to the level of your daily prayers. Abbas, in that difficult moment, did not spare time but to pray. And it begins there. Now in conclusion is a question, this is a question. Muki, my time is, Alhamdulillah Muki. Mawla salamat raki. How many children Abbas had? Who can tell me? This quiz. Solid guy, man. Yeah, it's good. How many children? So I do this quiz whenever I finish Khoshalis. How many children Hazrat Abbas had? Just see whatever comes. Don't worry. It's not Cambridge test. How many had Shabir? Solid at Shabir, man. What are their names? Yeah, just mention one. Habibi. Fadl Salam Allah alayhi. Solid guy. That's why it's called Abul Fadl. Are you sure? You've done well, but that's the name of his son. One of his titles is Abul Qasim because he had another son called Qasim. Some say that 2, some say that 4 children. But I'm talking of his brothers. Yeah, his brothers were in Karbala. The sons of al-Banin. 4, they were 4, I agree. First name. So 3 plus Abbas 4. So you just have to mention 3 and case closed. I go back to Burma. Ahsan to Hussein Uthman. Who? Ahsan to Haji Mohammed. You're right, Uthman. The other one? Ja'far. You know it, man. I can't bring it. And then the last one? Oh, mashallah. You've done well. Smashed it. Abdullah, yes. You've done well. My last question, and then last 2 questions, then we're done. Who raised Abul Fadl Abbas? It's a very tricky question. Who raised him? Huh? Okay, Shabir is saying Imam Hussein. Huh? Who is saying that? Oh, I thought you were doing Taqiyya. Sayyidah Zainab. And then who again? Imam Ali Ahsantum. So he was raised by the Masumin alayhi salam. Last question. How old was he when he departed from this world? Let me see those who have not spoken, otherwise I come to you. How old was he? There are different versions, but very close to each other, so don't worry. Top guy, man. This legend, man. How many? Oh, you say 14? 48. Solid guy. Bless you, man. Uncle is saying 48. I'm parking it somewhere. I'm not saying right or wrong. Thank you, man. MashaAllah. Shukriya. How old was he? Who is saying 34? You smashed it. May Allah bless you, inshallah. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tahirin.
Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Allahumma salli ala. Yaqi Sheikh Nuru Muhammad, on behalf of the executives, Momineen, Mominat, and all the members of our community, would like to say a big asant for delivering an eloquent lecture, and we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you tawfiq to propagate the work of Ahlul Bayt. Asant. Momineen, I now request upon the President of our Jamaat, Brother Abbas Manji, please welcome him with a loud Nari Salawat.
For Muhammad wa ali Muhammad Salawat. Sheikh Nuru, the President of our World Federation, Al-Hajj Saftar Bhai Jafar, our Vice President of the Leicester Jamaat, Shakil Bhai Daras, Mu'mineen, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Firstly, I extend my congratulations and felicitations to the Imam of our time and to you all on the birth anniversaries of Imam al-Hussein, Abu Fadl Abbas, and Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. I want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank our esteemed lecturers, Mullah Saib, Sheikh Nuru, Sheikh Habib Mukhtar Ali, who we had yesterday, and of course tomorrow we have Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Rizvi. On behalf of the community, I say ahsantum for sharing your words of wisdom and creating the amazing energy in our Jashan programs. And thank you to all our amazing reciters and volunteers. May the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you and your families abundantly. Now, Mu'mineen, I must admit, I wasn't part of the itinerary today, so I've had to ask our Secretary General and Program Manager to try and give me just 2 minutes today. I had some of our younger boys yesterday say to me, Abbas uncle, are you going to be doing a speech for the Kushalis? So when I woke up this morning, I thought, let me say a few words to the community in their name. So thank you very much, boys, for your encouragement. So when I woke up this morning, I thought, what am I going to say? We have a jam-packed Jashan program. So I thought I would write a few words of poetry in the hope that we can take something away from us today. They asked me to write about loyalty, so I picked up a pen and wrote the name Abbas. In the land of Karbala, where the winds did weep, a son was raised with loyalty so deep. Born of the light that graced the earth, a warrior's soul destined from birth. Alongside him, a brother so bright, Imam al-Husain, the beacon of light. So on this blessed day, we celebrate three, a bond of devotion, strong and free. Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, a warrior bold and true, his heart a reflection of a mother's view. Baneen, the mother of grace, her love for her children none could replace. She raised him not for glory nor fame, but to serve Husain and to honor his name. Her whispers of truth like echoes remain, my son, your life is for Husain. And when Karbala called, the earth did shake, a trial of faith, a battle at stake. Abbas stood tall and strong, an unbreakable wall. With each step, his mother's voice rang clear, loyalty to truth, my son, have no fear. He carried the flag, he carried their hope. Through waves of enemies, he fiercely coped. But Mu'mineen, loyalty isn't just words we say, it's standing when others walk away. It's the courage to serve, the strength to defend. It's love that remains till the very end. So when the river shimmered, its call so sweet, he knelt to the water, feeling its heat. Yet in that moment, his heart stood tall, for he remembered the thirst of them all. Not a drop did he take, not a moment he swayed, for his mission was pure, his heart had obeyed. He turned from the river, his soul set aflame, carrying loyalty in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name. O Abbas, your hands may have bled, but never once did your spirit bend. Even in loss, your victory was bright, for you died in the loyalty's purest light. Baneen, your sacrifice stands, a testament carved by your very own hands. For your son was not just a man, but the very essence of loyalty's plan. And Husain, with a heart torn wide, carried his standard and knelt by his side. He whispered, "O brother, my moon and my soul, your name will shine, unbroken and whole." O Allah, in the name of Abbas we pray, grant mercy to those who have passed away. Help the sick and the ones in need, heal the hearts that break and bleed. For the oppressed who cry, for justice we plead, give them strength to endure and to succeed, and bless the hands of those who serve with hearts of faith and endless nerve. Ya Abbas Abu Fadl Abbas, our guide, with your strength let our faith abide. Let us stand firm, our loyalty pure, and with your light let our hearts become so much more. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And so, Mu'mineen, today we have a special guest with us, the President of the World Federation, Al-Hajj Safdar Bhai Jafar. Safdar Bhai needs no introduction, for he is already at home. But I have had the opportunity very recently to meet with him and his team through various meetings and gatherings. And I have no words to describe just the phenomenal work that is done by the World Federation. And tonight we're just going to hear a snippet of it. So without further ado, let us welcome the President of the World Federation, Al-Hajj Safdar Bhai Jafar. Please welcome him with the loudest of your voices. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Jazakallah. Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وبه نستعين وصلى الله على محمد وأهل بيته الطاهرين. Respected Sheikh Nuru, elders of our community, President of Peterborough Jamaat, Abbas Bhai, Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, Salamun Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. And Kushali Mubarak on this extremely auspicious occasion of the Wiladat of Hazrat Abul Fadl Abbas alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Before I embark upon my brief message for this evening, since I came last to Peterborough, there have been a number of marhumeen who have served this community selflessly here in Peterborough, as well as the World Federation, and have been great well-wishers of the World Federation. Marhum Al-Hajj Ramzan Bhai Walji, who served this community for a very, very long time and was a very strong supporter and a well-wisher of the World Federation. Marhum Al-Hajj Amir Ali Ismail Walji, Marhum Amir Bhai was an advisor to the Islamic education team of the World Federation. Marhum Al-Hajj Hassan Ali Damani, a great philanthropist and a servant of the community. And on the ladies' side, in the month of Rajab, also Marhuma Fatma Bhai Jafar Ali Danji, a long-standing volunteer of the community. And for all the marhumeen, let us remember them with Surah Fatiha. Tonight I'm here to give you an opportunity, a great opportunity that will multiply your sawab, inshallah, the night of the barakah of Babul Hawaij. You know, with respect to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he said, Ana Madinatul Ilm wa Aliyun Babuha. In the extension to this, فَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْمَدِينَةَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ فَلْيَأْتِ مِنْ بَابِهَا. If you want to get to the essence of that city of knowledge and wisdom, you go through the door, and the door is Ali. The same parable is that Abul Fadl Abbas is Babul Hawaij. But to get to Husain, who is at the best, with the highest level of the mercy of Allah bestowed upon him, through whom everything is accepted, you need that permission to go to Husain, and that is Babul Hawaij, Abul Fadl Abbas. And that is why, with the spirit of what we recite in Munajat, in the Du'a Sha'baniya, in this everyday salawat that we recite, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala shajaratin nubuwa ma'adir risala. It is something very interesting, and I come to the point and the essence of why I'm here this evening, to appeal to you for a very important project. In that very salawat, we say, Al-Fulk al-Jariya fil Lujaj al-Ghamira. This is the ship, the vessel of the Ahlul Bayt is moving, and in the tides of the challenges of our time, if you are on that ship, you are salvaged. Man rakibaha wa yaghruku man tarakaha. And if you don't get into that vessel, you drown. Al-mutaqaddam lahum marik. He who has preceded them, who feel they are smarter than the Ahlul Bayt, they have missed the right path. Wal muta'akharu anhum zahik. And he who misses them, that does not go into that ship of salvation, will lose. But who are the winners? Wal lazimu lahum lahik. The winners are those who get into that vessel of the Ahlul Bayt. In that same spirit, it is interesting, with your permission, Sheikh, that in this very salawat, having persevered to get into that vessel of salvation, Allah, again, the Aimma teaching us this salawat, bring us and remind us of that very important point. وَارْزُقْنِي مَوَاسَاتُ مَنْ قَدَّرْتَ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ رِزْقِكَ. And grant me the feeling of sympathy towards those who are finding it hard to get sustenance. بِمَا وَسَّعْتَ عَلَيَّ. min rizqik, min fadlik, that I am thankful that Allah has given me that sustenance. I can afford my meals. I can enjoy my Ramadan with iftar. But there are people who are finding that difficulty. And on that, I have come here to appeal to you to support us with the Ramadan Relief Fund. And I will talk about it very shortly. And to give you this opportunity of this great thawab on this beautiful night. Mu'mineen, the World Federation, as you know, provides many activities besides supporting the 6 regions and over 135 jamaats, supporting the needs of the community. From the madrasa where 17,000 kids are studying the tarbiyah curriculum, including Peterborough, alhamdulillah ta'ala, to tabligh that is taking place globally. Razabai is here, he knows better, he's part of it. The outreach in more than 66 countries where the propagation of the faith is taking place, to the Hausa Online, to the International Center of Advanced Islamic Research, to community affairs, and the list is endless. We have our community charity, WF8, which is your charity, which is our charity, and they take care of the needs of the underprivileged. Whilst we are privileged, there are thousands and hundreds of thousands who are struggling. It is through the WF8 that we have the Zainabiyya Child Sponsorship Scheme, where we are supporting more than 6,000 kids to get education. There are people who are deprived of education. There are people who are deprived of clean water and they die of hepatitis. The World Federation is there to support. When it comes to houses that are destroyed, be it in Lebanon, prefabricated homes have been launched at $10,000 to support them. When it comes to the issue of Gaza, we have been there with your support. Millions have been raised, and inshallah, gradually the doors are opening and we continue. When you look at the floods in Pakistan, alhamdulillah, through your support, we built more than 2,000 homes across Pakistan in the floods in Sindh, in Punjab, in KPK, in all different parts. When you look at Gujarat, we are building more than 200 homes for the people who are struggling with houses within our community, as well as outside. We are talking the wider Shia community, of course. So this work continues. But there are 2 key flagship projects of the World Federation. One is in the name of Sayyid al-Shuhada Ali Asghar Water Appeal that we normally raise in the month of Muharram. And tonight I would like to launch and importantly request and your support in the Ramadan relief. There are hundreds and thousands of people in this world who find it difficult and they barely can sustain a meal. And this year was a record year for us where we tend to send needs assessments across Africa, Asia, and different parts of the world where people are suffering. And this year we had a record number of assessments that came in, which means that the need is only increasing. So with that, I will request the AB team for just a minute's clip that will give you a glimpse of what we are looking for and the activities that the WF8 is carrying out in the month of Ramadan. And the preparation is intense as we speak. I mean, there's no better night than tonight to make that intention and to support for £40 for the whole month. We can feed a family throughout the month of Ramadan. And for every night of iftar, the thawab, again, Sheikh knows, in that khutbah of Sha'baniyah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, And this is interesting, and please correct me, Sheikh, if I'm wrong, where the Prophet talks about the sawab of iftar, just the sawab of normal iftar. أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ مَنْ فَطَّرَ مِنْكُمْ صَائِمًا مُؤْمِنًا فِي هَذَا الشَّهْرِ. If you break the fast, if you do iftar of a mu'min in this month, كَانَ لَهُ بِذَلِكَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ إِتْقُ رَقَبَةٍ. It is like you, the sawab of it is like freeing a slave. وَمَغْفِرَةً لِمَا مَضَى مِنْ ذُنُوبِهِ. And all your past sins are forgiven. So you are getting that reward for a normal iftar. Imagine that 40 pounds, which most of us can afford, in the whole month, giving iftar to the family. The thawab is so multiplicative. Besides being a moment, it is a deserving moment. So inshallah, I have no doubt that Peterborough has always been generous. I know previously our teams have come here. The hearts are soft and you support us. We have a team outside. There's a table there. Abbas from WF8 is there together with his colleague. Please do support generously and join us in this sawab, inshallah, in this holy month of Ramadan. I take this opportunity, Abbas Bhai and the team, to thank you for this opportunity. And you are always in our du'as, and we are always there with you. Together we move forward, waiting for the arrival of Imam al-Zaman, Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajul Salim, Shaykh Sharif. With that, Jazakumullah, thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Asant Safta Baja for delivering the eloquent details about the work you have been doing. Let's all pray we donate generously. Wa Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. We'll start the Qasida program, but we'd like to start with a Sheri with our own Hashim Mirza. Please welcome him with the loudest Nara Salawat.
सोच रहा हूँ कैसे करूँगा मदे हैदर मैं सोच रहा हूँ कैसे करूँगा मदे हैदर मैं सूरज की तारीफ करूँ क्या जर्रा होकर मैं सूरज की तारीफ करूँ क्या जर्रा होकर मैं मेरा मौला नूर के पैकर खाक का पैकर मैं मेरा मौला नूर का पैकर खाक का पैकर मैं बेहतर होगा उनकी ज़बान से मदह करूँगा मैं बेहतर होगा उनकी ज़बान से मदह करूँगा मैं इमाम अली फरमा रहे हैं मेरा भाई शाफ़ी मैशर साक़ी कौसर में मेरी ज़ौजा सबसे आला उनका हमसर में मुझको मिटाना हो तो मिटाओ पहले सूरह हमद में पोशीदा हूँ नुक्ता बनकर मैं दोष नबी पे मेरी बुलंदी का ये आलम था अर्श का तारा छू सकता था हाथ बढ़ाकर मैं मगर क्यों छूता जब उसको बुलवा लेता हूँ अपने दर पर मैं A few words of Hazrat Abbas. Madhe Abbas, Madhe Haidar है जैसे लश्कर के पीछे लश्कर है जैसे लश्कर के पीछे लश्कर है एक साखी है एक सक्का है एक साखी है एक सक्का है अलखमा एक का कौसर है एक नुसैरी का एक वफा का खुदा दो खुदाओं का एक ही घर है दोनों ज़ैनब के साथ साथ हैं यूं एक साया है एक चादर है ऐन दोनों के नाम में शामिल और आलम दोनों का मुक़द्दर है एक अली दूसरा है नाद अली एक दिल में है, एक लब पर है। सलवात।
Well done. Mohammed, he deserves. He really deserves. He prepared himself and delivered it in an excellent manner. Can we have one loud Nari Salawat for young master on? By Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad Salawat. Asant. I'll now request for our brother Asnem Datu to come and recite the Maulud. Please let's all welcome with a loud Nari Salawat.
أفضل الصلاة محمد وآل محمد कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का यानी एक हमला है बाकी बावफा अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का कर दिया बिनते अली ने हक अदा अब्बास का कर दिया बिनते अली ने हक अदा अब्बास का आग में परचम नहीं जलने दिया अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का और फातिमा फिजा से आकर कह रही है ख्वाब में फातिमा फिजा से आकर कह रही है ख्वाब में मेरी जानिब से ज़रा बाजू दबा अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का जिस्म तो फिर जिस्म है अल्लाह रे ऐसा अदब जिस्म तो फिर जिस्म है अल्लाह रे ऐसा अदब शाह से आगे कभी शाह से आगे कभी साया न था अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का शुक्र के सजदे में सर उम्मुल बनी ने रख दिया शुक्र के सजदे में सर उम्मुल बनी ने रख दिया ज़ानुए शबीर पे सर आ गया अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का और बोले मेहदी काट दूं सब कातिलों के हाथ पर बोले मेहदी काट दूं सब कातिलों के हाथ पर फिर भी हक कैसे अदा होगा चचा अब्बास का कब्र शह पर सुर्ख है परचम लगा अब्बास का। बर मोहम्मद वाल मोहम्मद सलवात। चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर। बनाते हैं यही सब के मुकद्दर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर। गाजी का लम लहराए हर शख्स मुरादे पाए, जो मुश्किल में घिर जाए वो ज़ेरे अलम आ जाए, गमों से दूर, गमों से दूर कर देगा यही दर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर। गाजी के अलम का साया जिस पाक बशर ने पाया, जो इसकी पनाह में आया कब मुश्किल से घबराया, सुकून मिलता है इस साये में आकर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर। ज़ैनब की रिदा के सदके, गाजी की वफा के सदके, ज़हरा की दुआ के सदके और फर्श अज़ा के सदके, ये जान निकले तो अर्ज़े करबला पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर, चलो मांगे दुआ गाजी के दर पर। बर मोहम्मद व आल मोहम्मद सलवात।
Hassan Bunaya. I'll now request upon Bunaya Muhammad Abbas Karim to deliver his Maulud. Let's welcome with the loudest Nare Salawat.
बर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सलावत। बारे दिगर नारा सलावत। कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला, कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला। मिलके पढ़े। कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला। बुलंद आवाज में। कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला, उसके परचम के जैसी, उसके परचम के जैसी हवा है तोला। कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला। बिल के नाम मौला। कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तोला। आखिरी सर उड़ाकर ये बोला जरी,
आखिरी सर उड़ा कर ये बोला जरी, और लश्कर में कोई बचा है तो ला, कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तो ला। मिलके पढ़े, कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तो ला। इस ज़मीं पर तो जन्नत है करबो बला, इस ज़मीं पर तो जन्नत है करबो बला। आसमां पर कोई करबला है तो ला, कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तो ला, कोई अब्बास सा दूसरा है तो ला। और हो अगर जन्नत ज़मीं पर देखनी, हो अगर जन्नत ज़मीं पर देखनी, करबला एक बार जाकर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना सजा कर देखना। मिलके पढ़े, अपनी किस्मत आजमा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना देखना, अपनी किस्मत आजमा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना सजा कर देखना। खुद मुनाफिक का पता चल जाएगा, खुद मुनाफिक का पता चल जाएगा। नाराए हैदर लगा कर देखना। मिलके नाम है मौला हैदरी। नाराए हैदर लगा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना, हाँ, अपनी किस्मत आजमा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना सजा कर देखना। और तुमको ज़हरा की दुआ मिल जाएगी, तुमको ज़हरा की दुआ मिल जाएगी। परचमे गाजी उठा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना सजा कर देखना। अपनी किस्मत आजमा कर देखना। तुम मज़ा खाना, हाँ, नामे अब्बास वसीला है हर दुआ के लिए। बुलंद आवाज़ में, नामे अब्बास वसीला है हर, कोई माने या ना माने, है ये ईमान मेरा। नामे अब्बास तो बख्शिश का है सामान मेरा। चश्मे फैज़ है, चश्मे फैज़ है ये दर हर एक गदा के लिए नामे अब्बास है हर दुआ और दीद करता हूँ अलम पर तो कलम रुकता है, याद आ जाते हैं गाजी मुझे यूं लगता है अभी रोता है, अभी रोता है ये ज़ैनब तेरी रिदा के लिए। बुलंद आवाज़ में नामे अब्बास वसीला है हर दुआ के लिए, नामे अब्बास। If I can ask the boys, come and join me. Imran, all your boys. Come all of के लिए नामे अब्बास वसीला। हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं। मिलके पढ़े, हम हुसैन हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं। अहमद कम, हम हुसैन हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले। As we recite this, if I can request Sheikh Nur and Sheikh Safdar to come and join us and cut the cake. हम हुसैन वाले, and of course our President Abbas ibn Ali, please. हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन ये हमारी किस्मत है, हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं। मिलके पढ़े, हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन। हम नबी के आशिक हैं, हम अली के दीवाने, और हसन से निस्बत है, हम हुसैन वाले हैं। मिलके हम हुसैन वाले हैं,
हम हुसैन वाले हैं, जियो जियो माक जियो जियो
वाले हैं। मिलके पढ़े,
हम हुसैन वाले।
खुल्क है, मुरव्वत है, इल्म फन है, हिकमत है। खुल्क है, मुरव्वत है, इल्म फन है, हिकमत है। खून में शराफत है,
हम हुसैन वाले हैं,
हम हुसैन वाले
हैं, हम हुसैन वाले।
या अली की मिदहत है, या हुसैन का मातम, हर नफस इबादत है,
हम हुसैन वाले हैं,
हम हुसैन वाले हैं, हम हुसैन ले हैं, हम हुसैन वाले हैं। अफ़ज़लुस सलात मुहम्मद व आल मुहम्मद। توجه زيارة.
السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء، السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك، علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن، أجل الله فرجه وسهل الله مخرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم بسم الله
الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم وليك حجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وخليلا وأينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات.